I've been on this journey for 4 years, and half of y'all already know that. But today I want to talk about a couple things that people often don't discuss on YouTube or in person, that can be stressful and frustrating for some of us. Maybe not some of us. Maybe some of us are used to being pampered and not doing DIYs for ourselves. But I want to discuss some things that I never saw on YouTube when I was searching dreadlocks and pros and cons and do's and don'ts. So for me specifically, I feel like one of the worst things about having dreadlocks on your dreadlock journey, no matter what stage of your dreadlocks you're on, is not being able to do your own hair because you don't know how to do your own hair. That is so stressful and annoying when you're on your dreadlock journey and your hair is just woofing and roots are sprouting and you can't maintain it because you're too afraid to learn how to do your own hair. That is so annoying. The second thing I wish I would have learned about or knew about or did some research to actually see people talk about is the fact that when you wait too long in between washing and retwisting your hair, how painful the actual in-between process is. The in-between process of retwisting and not retwisting can be very, very painful. And I don't think it matters if you're tender-headed or not. I think that has nothing to do with it. If you're waiting more than 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, if you're waiting that long and more just to retwist your hair, just to wash your hair, bad idea. I do not recommend that. But you don't gotta listen to me because this can just be my personal experience. It may not be the same for you, but for me, I cannot wait too many weeks in between wash and retwist. And even if I'm waiting to get my hair retwisted, in between wash and retwist, I have to at least wash it, at least condition it. I cannot just not do nothing to it. Like right now, looking kind of bummy, but I got a scarf on because my hair ain't looking that pretty because I need a wash and a retwist. I'm not about to get a retwist yet, but it's definitely time for me to wash it, condition it, and put some stuff into it because if I don't, it's gonna get real sensitive, real sore, real quick, and it's gonna be very annoying. And I don't want that because that's stressful when touching it, trying to separate it, trying to wash it. All of them roots can get very, very painful. So I definitely don't want to do that. The next thing I want to tell you guys that I feel like I've never ever heard anyone talk about or mention in general regarding dreadlocks is the fact that if you're not getting styles, protective styles with your dreadlocks, your hair is going to unravel so fast you would never thought you even got it done. That's something I did not realize. I thought that when I got my locks and I got my hair twisted, I was going to last as long as I needed to. Did not know the difference. Did not know it made a difference. But when you know better, you do better. Hence why most people always has a style in their hair, because with the style, you get more longevity out of your hair. Without the style, your hair is not lasting more than 14 days, technically speaking. Sorry about my lighting, guys. I'm trying to fix this lighting, trying to get the best lighting, and the sun is just beaming, like ultralight beaming right through me. Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is the expense. I did not know how expensive it could be. Going to salons. I have yet to go to a professional loctician salon or a salon where they only specialize in locks and nothing else. I have yet to achieve that. But I did not realize that people are spending anywhere between $150 to $650 plus to just sit down to wash and retwist a hairstyle. That's a lot of freaking money. So I didn't realize that. Hence, you got to do your research. So just to recap, a few of the things that I just spoke about that I wish I would have found in research, that I wish someone would have told me, is that when you go on this lock journey, you cannot be waiting too many weeks in between retwisting your hair, maintain and manage your hair. The longer you wait on your lock journey, no matter what stage of your phase of your lock journey you are in, the longer you wait to wash your hair and twist your hair, your scalp, your roots, your crown will be so tender and hurt. I can't explain how and why it happens that way, but it just does. The next thing I want to remind you guys again, doing another recap, is if you don't know how to wash, if you don't learn to wash and do your own hair, you're going to be miserable on a lock journey. Yes, granted, we all pay for waxes, nails, haircuts, and things like that. But on this journey, you gotta learn how to do your own hair. You gotta at least attempt to at least learn how to wash it. Because if not, you're gonna be broke trying to maintain this hairstyle. So you have to learn how to do your hair. You have to learn how to wash. You have to learn how to twist. You have to learn how to part. You have to learn how to get the back of your head. You have to learn it. Because if not, you will have a lot of time looking extra dusty, bummy, because you don't have nobody to do your hair. The next thing up, as I said earlier, in this, sorry, in this stream, you really have to learn. You really have to learn pretty much how to maintain your hair. You know, you cannot be waiting too long to get the important things done. You cannot. The longer you wait, the worse it will be for you. You got to get it done. So recap again. Do not wait too long in between wash and retwist. That's the setup. Do not wait too long in between, you know, learning how to do your hair from the beginning to the end. Also, good morning, Irby. How are you? Thanks for popping in. In addition to that, make sure you learn all the essentials you need so you're not relying on anyone. So find you a loctician or a place you can get your hair done. If you can do that, learn how to do your own hair. Do not wait too long in between retwists. Get it done quickly before you're suffering and your head is hurting. Good morning, all. Be careful. Like, don't take your locks for granted. I'm in NYC, y'all. Don't take your locks for granted. Treat it with love, tender, and care. Do not. Don't do that to yourself. Good morning, everybody. Take care of your locks, because if not, you'll start experiencing thinning and lost locks and other things like that. So good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Eastern Standard Time, New York City is where we are right now. The things I wish somebody would have told me. I wish somebody would have told me you're going to have to learn how to do your hair. I wish somebody would have told me do not wait too long in between retwists, it will hurt. I wish somebody would have told me you will develop your scalp getting tender. I wish somebody would have told me. Nobody told me all of these things, and I've learned these things on my own on my life journey. 4 years in, now I know what to look out for. 4 years in, now I know what I should have did differently. 4 years in, I'm still loving it though. Still enjoying it though. Shout out to Australia. It's 6:33 where y'all are, and it's 7:54 a.m. in New York City Eastern Standard Time. USA, make some noise. Shout out to everybody who's in another country, another state in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Are there any dreadlock people out there in Australia? Where y'all at? Make some noise. For me, loving the journey, but I really wish there were some things I learned and I knew in advance and I didn't. But I ain't gonna be too hard on myself because that's life in general. So if you heard anything else, hear this. Number one, if you're on a dreadlock journey or thinking about getting on a dreadlock journey, do not wait too long in between retwists to get your hair done. The longer you wait, it will hurt. Number two, do not have a lot of people in your hair. Try to stick to a main person or loctician. Number three, for some reason, some people just develop tender hair. Don't know why, don't know how, but in the building. Brownsville in the building, make some noise, BK. That's what I'm talking about. Brownsville. The next thing up, you have to learn how to do your own hair. You have to learn how to do your own hair. Last thing up, I was gonna say, which I'm probably forgetting, is recognize it is hair like everything else. It is hair like you have a perm, it is hair like you're straight, hair like you're natural. It needs conditioners, it needs oils, it needs sprays, it needs sheens, it needs foils, it needs, conditioners, it needs love, it needs care. It definitely needs TLC. Just because you have dreadlocks does not mean that your hair won't fall off or get damaged. That's a whole lie. You love Brooklyn. I'm by Brooklyn, but I'm not from Brooklyn. But I got some Brooklyn DNA in me, if that makes any sense. It says, do you use best products on your hair for your hair growth? I use a lot of natural stuff right now. Like I'm using a lot of olive oils, tea tree oils. I'm using a lot of natural stuff. Stuff that I use on my natural hair journey. I'm using Carol's Daughter for my shampoos. I'm using L'Oreal leave-in conditioner to you know, treat my hair. Olive oils and wild growth oils to keep it moisturized. I twist and wash my hair myself. I have a loctician as well, and I have someone at home who does it for me when I need to. But I try to stick to products that don't eat up my hair too quickly. I'm not in Brooklyn, I'm in Manhattan, but I'm right by the Brooklyn Bridge, so I'm damn near in Brooklyn, but not in Brooklyn though. But that's my lock talk, guys. I'm heading to work this morning. The sun is hating, it's killing, it's blowing my whole vibe right now. But those are the things I wish I knew somebody would have told me before my lock journey, because learning it late is kind of frustrating. It's like, why is my hair doing this? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? But it's a journey, loving it and appreciating it, and I understand I'm growing. So I'm 4 years and my hair's almost down to my boobs, and that's a great thing. But gotta go. Peace, y'all. Thank you guys for popping through, all 5 of you guys. Hope there's 5 likes on this video or 5 comments on this video. I will talk to you guys later. I'm at my destination. Thank you. Love y'all. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Leave me a comment, let you know what you want to hear. Any questions, concerns, comments, I will respond back when I see it. Have a great morning, y'all. Peace.